These samples come from a wiry wrist query on YouTube.
I'm Mike.
Let's delete the ones that aren't worth anything. Delete that.
Sullivan. Today we're
Can use that.
Say is colleague. Try to swing.
Oh, these will be pretty good.
About
All right, let's find. I like doing our pads first.
Ball. Probably gonna have puff if it's really heavy. Your puff if it's really heavy. Your puff if it's really heavy. Your puff if it's really heavy.
That might have a good rhythm to it.
Heavy.
Let's try cropping that one and showing that in the browser. Oops, crop sample. Show in browser and open form. Form and drop our sample here.
Puff if it's really heavy.
And then let's see. Oh, looks like I had a preset loaded already, but that's not. That's kind of cool already. Maybe if I support it more.
Thank you for following your music.
Hey, thanks for the follow. Alright, took the delay off. That was a bit much. I like the octave lower. Let's turn up the reverb. I like the little bit of delay. Let's turn the level down and the feedback down. It's too much reverb now. And it's still in polyphonic. Huh. Maybe if I take the additive synth up an octave. No, that's got to be a bass. Let's add that envelope to this. Maybe that'll pop it more. It's a little bit. All right, let's start with that. See where it takes us. What key should we start in? Let's see. What if that's actually a G? Let's see. Sometimes the sample makes the pitch a little wonky. So it's like a D chord, I guess. Is it D minor though? All right, we'll figure that out. I like that D though. I always do that. There we go. Drop that D in there. But it's labeled as a G. It starts on a G and drops down. Let's go ahead and crop this so that starts in the first beat. Can extend it 2 bars, let that kind of play out. That's a really interesting rhythm, but let's see. It's like it's late. I think we started at 120. Maybe that'll sound better if it's, or maybe that loop is set up incorrectly. Let's check the loop. Curve editor, let's see. The loop is set up. Yeah, the loop is the entire thing and going back and forth. Let's check the sound, and in the speed is 1 bar, yeah. Doesn't quite match up with that 1 bar if I let it loop. So we'll try 2 individual bars. Yeah, it like gets back there too soon. At the beginning of the sample. That's interesting. Maybe if I let that be legato, a mono legato. Interesting. This almost has a drum sound to it. Let's see what sort of bass. Edgy. Yeah, I kind of like that. We'll stick with that for right now. And let's see if we can get some drums that would make sense with that. I'm going to duplicate this. My collection of samples, rename this to drums. And then play around with creating some sort of bass drum first.
About mid and late question.
That could be a kick.
Starts to sit all type of a lie. Bermuda graph.
Let's try this one. Yeah, we can shape that into a kick for sure. Number 22 can be our kick. 22, drag that down, put that on C1. Whoops. Boop. Call this our kick. Let's warp this. Fade that out. All right.
Joel Hooks just subscribed with Tier 1.
Thanks, Joel. Let's bring that down to like a D or so. Looks like we're hitting towards the bottom. All right, and then we'll just do a 4 on the floor for that. Just kind of matched up with that weird rhythm we got going. And we got 2 bars here, so we're going here. Yeah, that sample's not quite on the beat. I think one way I can fix that, I'm going to go ahead and play this at a separate note, which will be on your next chord, and then fix the rhythm of it. So we'll go from like this G and let's crop this clip. And let's do that one more, because I'll want the pitch in before I start messing with the rhythm. And probably insert 2 there. Let that go for 2. Let's see, 4. And all right, then if I flatten this, I can bring in a separate tool called Melodyne, which can, well, I could, as long as it's flattened, I can control the audio more. I like to do it in Melodyne. You can do it in like the warp tools inside of the sampler or simpler. Melodyne is kind of more my jam. It gives you a lot of information. Very, very worth it. All right, so it essentially takes that sound and kind of renders it out to something you can modify. We'll switch this back to the melodic. And if we look at this, you can see it thinks we're in C minor, so it's that's interesting. So we'll start here. So let's go on the beat there. Start moving stuff. Well, there we go. Yeah, we'll want to bring this up. So this one will have to shift over as well. Let's go which tool is that? The time handler. Sometimes it's a little finicky with allowing you to adjust those timings. Come on, drag. You know you want to. You have to have both of them selected. If I bring them together, that's not letting me. Oh, that's what it's doing. It's quantized to those beats, so we need to turn that back on, but make the it's on quarter notes, and we want it probably like 8/16. Let's do 8s. There we go. That was my bad. So no, we wanted. Are there notes down there? Does it drop that low? This doesn't sound like that lines up. All right. Well, we'll adjust these. And we can even just like, once we get this one down, just copy those over. That's really interesting though. Copy, paste, oops. Paste, paste, and paste. That is just not on the beat. let's try like that whole drop happens in this one detection that it got. I can split that. It's just getting more complicated than I wanted it to be. Oh, it has like a high pitch, then goes. All right, so bring that to it. That warps that sound way too much. I'm gonna back out of this. That's not working out at all. Always going to try something and throw it away if it doesn't work out. So let's go back to an unfrozen track. So we'll get these kicks in there, and I'm going to keep this loop going while we work on a better rhythm for this. It might be just picking a better part of the sample where the transients land. So in the curve editor, if I put these, you can see where it starts, and like it'll start and slowly go up to that part. If we start it where those are the loudest, the beat will come through more. Maybe even flip this one so it goes the other way. So line that one up with that beat right there. That's kind of weird, but kind of awesome at the same time. I like that drop though. Where was that drop in the sound? Let's kind of back out of all of these. Go back to one of the presets, or just what's the default one sound like? Yeah. So it's just walking forward and back through the sample, and it's using this LFO to do that because that scan motion here is set to walk back and forth. It's pretty aggressive. Like if I don't do that, it sounds like this. Which isn't bad. Let's flip that. Grind it some more. Amp it up. Let's take that pan off. I want more of a rhythm though. So if you look at this one, let's go sync it up. So each of these is a quarter note. Maybe if I flatten the pitch on that, might have a neat sound to it. I don't like that first part, but we can definitely Yeah, and this will, I think that'll work, and then we can make this, like, that has a funky timing effect to it, and so we can add some more like timing and stuttering and play around with that. So let's make sure that this is going to work out where it goes. Just from here to the next one. Let's see how low it sounds if we drop it. Does that hold up? Let's go. Something like that. Let's see. Yeah, we'll definitely have to shape that sound a bit more. Maybe bring out the highs. Let's go back into the EQ in this. I don't like that. G there. That can work. All right. And then we can definitely have to sidechain this on there. So we'll sidechain drums. And then in the, wish this window wouldn't pop up over on the other monitor every single time. Let's see. Open the wrong one. This one. There we go. Compressor. Let's bring in the side chain on the external. And let that come through. Is that getting in the right? Oh, that's why. I had the wrong one. Like, I don't hear that affecting it at all. All right. Let's stick it right there a little bit. It's like a let's see what else we got here. It's probably closer to what I would expect. I have to bring out this kick more. See if that pitch envelope helps with that. there's no fullness to that at all. Let's shape that a bit. Bring in our where's our punch on that? That is not coming through as a strong kick. Yeah, let's look at that a bit more with the kick. We can adjust that ourselves. Definitely want as much transient as possible. Let's see. Interesting. Let's bring that down even more. There's more substance to it. But we want to keep that peak. Actually, let's let that sit for a bit. Maybe once I compress the drums together. Let's find a nice snappy snare.
They're gonna ball. Question. Kevin. Got our ball type of a life of a. When we get thick Bermuda rough, happens is they are their side, and you can shots from heavy rough Bermuda rough.
Let's use that one.
Bermuda rough. We want to keep in mind off the fairway. We want to figure out, is this a flyer lie or is this the type of lie that's going to really hurt our distance, hurt our energy? We're around the green.
That is a long slice.
Heavy Bermuda rough.
So bring this down to here. That can be a snare. We're gonna have to shorten that like crazy. And just turning my AC on the other screen. Let's see.
Shots from heavy rough. Shots from heavy rough.
crop that. Go about here. And fade that out. It's way too long. Add some noise to it. With erosion. The pitch. A little bit longer on the sample. Definitely boost it. Let's start there. Actually, let's ditch these, come back in here. I usually just start beats with the 4 on the floor and then the snares every other, and then adjust from there. So we can just do something like that. Oops. Let's do this. Whoops, missed. Gotta make sure and select all of that, or else it doesn't. The glue compressor will kind of bring these together as far as leveling out the peak volumes. Makes them sound better together. You know, there's a lot of interesting noise in there. I'm curious what OTT will bring out. And also curious what a delay would bring out of the snare. Like a dun dun dun. We want the bass to boom more. And let's pitch this. Let's see, solo this. What does that even say it is? I wonder if that note plays long enough. I doubt it's on a... Okay, so that's on G, even though it is playing on G. Okay, it's matching up. And then pitch our drums to... Yeah, OTT's not working. Sometimes it's weird when you get a nice rhythm going in your pads and trying to match up drums with it. Because snares definitely aren't working out. Let's toss them now and come back. mic is not working for me either. Let's table drums for now. We'll come back when we have a better idea. I'm gonna take this all up an octave. It doesn't have much. Kind of loses its pitch so low. Let's take these off. There's LFOs adjusting the bands a bit. And it's not letting me delete them. Come on. Should be able to click right there and remove the LFO, but it's not popping open. We'll just turn that off. I want those transients to come out more. Dum, dum, dum. I like the higher stuff going on in there. Let's EQ that a bit. Actually, let's reset this and learn. Yeah, that high stuff is cool. I might even be able to take it back down the octave with that high coming through. There we go. That kick is gross. I'm actually going to cheat for now. I have some basic drums I can drop in. That'll let me get something down rather than using samples. Let's do Dutch Rave. Who knows what that is? No. 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 I can live with that.
Greetings. Been a fan of yours since the Flex days.
Oh.
I also make music. I suggest you try Reaper DAW. You can code plugins for Reaper using a scripting language.
Oh, cool.
Grinning face with normal eyes.
Yeah, I'm pretty well invested in Ableton for now. I'll look at Reaper, but pretty deep in the tool, so. I want to try some. This might be some interesting things to come out of this with, like, time stuttering. Yeah, when we do the time, we lose the high-pitched kind of scratchiness of it, which I like. Yeah, let's see. I can dig that. Kind of get wacky with this. Too much. Let's move these over. Have to put that on a beat. Oops. So let's go back here, select this. I want to bring this earlier. Maybe to like 2.5. I wonder what it sounds like on 2. Let's trash those. Bring this all the way up here. It's a bit much. It's always fun to bring this down to a drums track. Like if those two time shiftings match up. It's so aggressive though. Let's get these drums really kicking. Kind of getting out of control here, but whatever. And we can do some, like, even some strings right there would sound nice, but I'm trying to do these some samples. So let's go back to my kind of sample bucket. All right, samples.
If it's really rushing summer, we're just rolling into fall right now. Happens is the hard and
can I use that? Let's create a track with just a simpler on it. And from my sample bucket, there's this one. Can I drag that on my simpler? I didn't think so. Never tried that before. So what is the whole thing here? Huh. All right, show in browser. It'll be like a nice little contrast between what's actually going on. All right, we'll have to I think I have to convert this to a sampler to get all the warping controls. What am I thinking about? Actually, I think I just want to do an audio track. Where because we'll only want, whoops, only want this much. Oops. Let's warp this. Put these on the beat. No. Get this one on the beat for sure. Bring this one up. This one here. Lots of scooching. This ought to sound kind of funky. Alright, that hits twice. So there's something about the end of that sample that's playing too long for that second hit. Solo this out real quick. Are these not exactly... Looks good. Then how come it's... Oh, there's that little bit. Is it this? Okay, I see it here, but I don't see it. Let's see. Oh, that wasn't pulled all the way to the 2. Go and play it with everything else. And then I can create my simpler and just drop this onto here. All right, so let's silence this for a little bit and try and match up the notes. Should be a similar shape to this. But select all of them and get some more sound out of that. So these are the strums. This is the bass rhythm thingy.
I didn't know you were into this. Very cool.
Hey Dan.
Spent many hours in the studio in my college days.
Yeah, it's too much fun. I'm trying to work up the courage to actually sing on stream, but I'm not there yet. So, and then actually playing guitar would even be beyond that. We'll see how that goes. Maybe next year.
face with normal eyes. Yes, John's getting weird.
You gotta get weird, Stacy. I was born weird. I'm not in love with this anymore.
What program? Ableton?
Yeah, Ableton and more plugins than I should have bought. So, you know, Christmas specials and all that. And the wallet gets lighter. All right. Okay, and let's find a sample for some sort of lead.
If it's really heavy, question, Kevin, thank you very much.
I just took all the samples from this
Number one thing is
Sweet.
golf swing tutorial on YouTube.
First to sit boss.
I'm trying to make instruments from these noises.
Boss, off. We're gonna be that thick Bermuda.
Lol. Spent way too much on plugins I don't use.
Kevin right here.
Yeah.
Actually, one of my golf.
It's
So
they're all like in that, you know, $20, $50 range, and then you're like, oh, it's on sale for $99 instead of $700. And of course, I need that.
probably gonna have to play the shot like a bunker shot. If it's really heavy, the ball out. Try to kill it. Try to kill it. Now we're green. Try to kill it.
I just have to
Now
include
we're
that
green,
somewhere now.
Try to kill it.
Slice
now we're green.
46 is somewhere up around here.
Try to kill it. Now we're green.
Just name the song.
Try to kill
Try
it.
to kill it. We'll crop that and create an audio track. Whoops. Go back to my samples. Show in browser.
Try to kill it.
Try to kill it. And do one of those like so if you drop all the notes and make some space for some words. So like in here, let's see. Oh, I'm not even in the right spot. It's this one. So instead of playing a note there, instead of playing a note there, just have someone say something.
Try to kill it. Try to kill it.
Oh yeah, I should have left the notes in. Okay, we'll bring the notes back and then shorten them a little bit. Take it down to half. Take that down to half. And
Try to kill it.
probably drop the pitch on this. Or if I might have to put it in a sampler. Let's see, instruments, simpler. Much more comfortable with this anyway.
Try to kill it. Try to kill it. Try to kill it. Try to kill it.
Nope.
Try to kill it. Try to kill it.
We'll go
Try
there.
to kill it. Try to kill it.
So that was this.
Try.
And crop this. Whoops, I just lost the.
Try.
Try.
Let's do that again. We'll just create the MIDI clip there. think I missed. Boop.
Try.
Maybe even like a try.
Try.
I thought that would last longer.
Try.
Can't quite hear the try on that. Do-do-do-do.
Try to kill it. Try to kill it.
Some of this stuff I do just because it makes me laugh, and that's what's most important right now.
Try to kill it.
Okay, let's bring that out.
Try to kill.
Whoa, sorry.
Try to kill it.
Wow. Only trying to add a little bit.
Try to kill.
How's it adding so much? Oh, it started at -12. What was I thinking?
Try to kill it. Try to kill it.
Let's bring that out even more. A bit more fuller. Vocals, probably like a male. Male basic.
Try to kill it. Try to kill it. Try to.
And
Try. Try to kill it. Try to kill it. Try to kill it. Try to kill it.
Try to kill it. Try to kill it.
that'll work. All right. So leading into that would be
Try to kill it.
let's even cut this off earlier so you get that one beat of rest. Like there. Same thing here. There's got to be a way to edit. I think I can open 2 of these tracks at the same time. I never really do this. Yeah, I should have been doing that the entire time. Silly me.
Try to kill it. Try to kill it.
All right. I was trying to find a lead from the samples. And so let's do that.
And you can see, and you can see the ball starts to sit down a little. Tap, ball out. What?
That might have potential. Let's slice 39. Oops. Slice 39.
Force the ball out.
Ball out.
What? Ball out. What? Ball out.
All right, we're gonna crop this. Show in browser. I need to make a copy of. My bass rhythm. Oh, do I have? I'm not using this one yet. Perfect. So drop this here.
Ball out. Ball out. Ball out.
Ball out.
Ball out.
Probably flatten this one.
Ball out. Ball out. Ball out.
Let's.
Ball out. Ball out.
I think I want this one to. It's one that comes, yeah, up and back. but I don't want to go all the way up. Just let's soften this up a bit. Let's drop this an octave. Nah, we'll keep it up. Go back to 0. We'll bring you up an octave. All right, now,
Try to kill it.
for me, the key when I'm not the best pianist or whatever, the key is just getting a rhythm down and then adjusting the notes later. So like get a tune in your head, get the rhythm down, and then you can just drag notes around. So let's make sure and name this lead. And let's see.
Try to kill it.
Let's capture all of that. I think, yeah, we have all of that. Let's try quantizing. It's whoops, too late. What am I not hearing?
Try to kill it. Try to kill it.
Early.
Try to kill it.
That's this note. Let's do like a dun dun dun.
Try to kill it.
All right, let's work on this for a little bit. I think I want the mono legato selected, so the notes are Back, back.
Try to kill it.
Let's tweak that sound a little bit more too. Whoops.
Try to kill it. Try to kill it.
That's not bad.
Try to kill it.
Gotta even get rid of the drums there. Just can't have anything going. Maybe the kicks.
Try to kill it. Try to kill it.
I wonder what silence does.
Try to kill it.
Yeah. Sometimes silence is best. Silence rules all.
Try to kill it.
You can kind of let the delays and reverbs hang over that space. All right, I'm gonna head out. It is 6 o'clock. Dinner time.